This is Auckland, where the road to Rugby World Cup 2011 will both start and end. It'll take a big dose of power, intelligence and versatility to do well, but who's going to be the ultimate champion?
Who do you think is going to win? You're asking a Kiwi. Who do you think is going to win the Rugby World Cup 2011? Well, there's only one team in my mind at the moment. It would be New Zealand. There are definitely going to be other teams that will be who can actually win it. I think the four teams. I'll give you the four teams. I think will get to the semi-finals, which will be New Zealand, Australia, England, and I'm going to go France.
Coaches will be under perhaps more pressure than the players themselves. It's Martin Johnson's first World Cup as a manager. How will the England boss fare?
What will be going through Martin Johnson's mind? Fascinating character, Jono. Away from the camera, remarkably funny, incredibly intelligent guy. Could have played virtually any position on a rugby field. Brilliant thinker, led with standards as opposed to necessarily great speeches. Never did anything, or never asked his players to do anything he wouldn't do himself. So what will he be thinking about? October 23rd, and making sure his team get there.
And finally, will there be any shocks?
I think there's going to be teams like Samoa, teams like Italy, who you know, if people don't pay them the right respect, I think are going to carve it up and cause teams a lot of trouble. I think it's one for the underdogs. I really do. I think teams are going to be put into situations that they're not particularly used to.
I think you need to watch out for two teams. Two teams will cause upsets. I'm thinking that Samoa could beat South Africa, and I think Fiji could beat Wales, and I think Wales could potentially, well, can't say potentially because that's quite sitting on the fence like. I think Wales will not qualify to the quarterfinal. I think some of the other smaller teams. And there'll be a star that'll emerge. He'll emerge and through this Rugby World Cup here, and we will actually do a post-mortem after it here. You'll actually, 3 or 4 of these players that we didn't know about before it will actually emerge as great players.